Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Weekly Crypto Review. It's Monday again. Well, if it's Monday, that means we'll start with weekly. With the weekly time frame, we'll go from there. We'll try to find some setups at the end of the live stream. Morning, Darren. Hey, Same. Hey, Mercurio. Nice to see you, Mercurio. Hey, Lord. Hey, Balkan. Hey, Stefan. Good something, everyone. Okay, let's start with Bitcoin, CME, weekly time frame. As we suspected, people, as we suspected. Seems like the... Just 1 second. The image is not moving. Give me 1 second and I'll try to find a solution. There you go. There you go. Okay. Please tell me if you have sound and if you have image. Now, if you can see the Bitcoin chart. Okay. So, as we suspected, people, in the summertime, Bitcoin will not do too many things. If you ask me if it will go up or will go down, most probably will test some lows. I think 60K is the area for this summer. We can bounce and retest this big candle on weekly? Yes, it's possible. But that's just a bearish retest, nothing else. At the moment, as you can see, we don't have a weekly W. Not even for a fake out. If you look at the indicators, indicators are trying to tell us that the market is not as weak as we expect. And if you remember, in the top of the market, when we had bearish divergence, took a long time until we reversed and we dumped like crazy. Similar will happen on the upside. If we have bullish divergence on MACD, if we have potential bullish divergence on RSI, if we have potential bullish divergence on OBV, that doesn't mean tomorrow Bitcoin price will go to the moon. Will take time. My guess is October, November, December, and then we'll pump. Pumps and dumps we'll have along the way, but we cannot call a bottom. You see a lot of influencer, well, this is the bottom, 55, 60K, this is it, we'll go to the moon, this time is different. You know, when you hear someone saying this time is different, you should run. Every time is different, but every time is also similar. Not the same, but similar. Especially on Bitcoin that has 4-year cycle, that has that halvening. People that are saying, well, this time is different, don't understand the concept of halvening in Bitcoin. Every 4 years, what happens and what happens with the market after that. It's pretty simple, actually. So, let's enjoy this calmness or nothing burger. Why? Because we are below 69 level. And if we are below 69 level, we can slowly dollar cost average. Don't let yourself confused. We'll not go into the moon for the moment, but also this is a good moment to slowly dollar cost average. The lower, the better. With the same amount of money, not the same amount of Bitcoin. I hope everyone in this live stream, everyone in Crypto Traders Arena knows how to dollar cost average properly. My plan is to dollar cost average below 69. As long as the price stays below, I'll dollar cost average. The lower it goes, the better for me. If I'll see the price below 50K, then I'll be more aggressive. Probably I'll buy double the amount of with double amount of money if we stay below 50. If we go below 40K, I'll try to fill my bags as soon as possible. So, we like it, we don't like it. We are below 69, 62, it's a good level, it's a good number. Below 50 will be even better. This gap here probably will get a fill. Probably will get a fill. That's 39, 38, 40K. even if we'll not stay that more than 1 or 2 days here, we'll get a fill at some point in time. Okay, now that's Bitcoin on a weekly chart. Unfortunately, not too many things we can say on weekly. You can see, well, we open with a gap, we are going back down, we can retest, we'll probably go sideways. Similar for Ethereum. Yeah, it's looking kind of similar. Let's go on daily, because that's the area where we want to see something. On daily, we don't have, on Bitcoin, we don't have a daily W. If we don't have a daily W, we cannot consider reversal. Not even consider reversal. It's possible to form an inverse head and shoulder like I tried to tell you last week. So here, this lower low to be the left shoulder. Yeah, this to be the head here, the next lower low. And now maybe we'll form the right shoulder. Possible. Not the best neckline here. You can see the slope is not the best. It's not flat. It's not, but it's possible. Also, what we have here, if we M out here, well, if we get an M here, that's weakness. Also, we can go deeper in the long reload zone. So, because I don't know what will happen, I will stick with what I know best. What is working the best in the summertime? Who can tell me? What setup is working the best in the summertime? Anyone? Exactly. SFU setup. So, if we don't know what will happen, we'll wait at the specific levels. We know the levels, they are obvious there. Well, that's the high, that's the low. And we'll try to play that SFU setup. Another thing that works in a ranging environment. Yeah, every week. What do we have every week? And we know that we have a range. We see that the volatility is not big enough. We don't have a trend. It's just a, I don't know, violent flat range. Yeah, we have the Monday range, which is a range in which will provide us with some setups. I'll show you when we go on lower time frame what we had. Not on everything. Bitcoin stayed inside of that range. Okay. But we had Ethereum, we had ES, we had gold. Yeah, so there are still some setups to be played, but we need to fucking adapt to the market. If you expect the market to do the same things like we did until now, going up to the all-time high and going down from the all-time high, it's better to take a break and stay out from the market. It's not the same fucking market. I got the last 2 or 3 weeks a lot of DMs. Well, the market is not moving. Well, yes. You had volatility. You got used to volatility. You got up and down. You made money to the upside. You lost money on the downside because you thought that top will be a lot higher. And now, when you are trying to recover, when you are trying to guess the market is not moving. It's not the same market. Either you manage to adapt, play SFU, learn to play the range, or please stay out. Because you lose the part of the portfolio you still have. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to tell you anything bad. I'm trying to warn you that you don't have the same market. And the market will stay rangy and low volatility most of the time for another 2 or 3 years. So don't think, well, next year will be better. No, next year will be the same and maybe even lower volatility. Still good to make money for day traders, maybe some swing traders, if they are sharp enough. But it's a totally different market. Now, people that did Capua 1, they know what to do. Yeah? They know because they learned the setups. They know the range. They have the range setups. Now, if you see a trend line breakout, well, that's a setup. Don't count too much on AB equals CD setups. If you are a scalper, that's a different story. But you can take the general setup. You can take the LJ or the trend line breakout setup. SFU setup over and over again. People, I don't know how to explain it better. It's not the same market we got used to. People that have at least one full cycle under their belt and they know what I'm talking about, they understand. Okay, yeah, now it's a different market. But new people, they think the market will go and move $10,000 daily candles on Bitcoin every week. And you can see, you had one move and now you are consolidating. You will get another move and then you'll consolidate for a long period of time. Okay. On daily, indicators. Some bullish divergence here on MACD. Some bullish divergence on RSI. Confirmed already. A bullish divergence on OBV. So, even if the market will test 57 and will go in the long reload zone, don't be the last one to short, because the market is closer now. It's closer to the bottom than to the top. Again, a different approach. At above 100K, we said, well, we are closer to the top. We even managed to get that fucking top with a smiley face like this one. But now we are closer to the bottom. We are assuming, at least I'm assuming, that Bitcoin will bottom somewhere between 50 and 40K. So we are too damn close to that bottom to be aggressively short. Okay. So that's Bitcoin on daily. Let's hope that will not M out here, because if we'll form an M and will go down, we'll go straight in the long reload zone. Probably this AB equals CD will play out. I don't know if it's too soon or it's good or it's bad, but it's possible. I'm not saying it's probable. It's possible to go down. Ethereum. On Ethereum, slightly different, slightly better. Why? We have a daily W, a clear breakout, a flat or obvious potential inverse head and shoulder. So think about shoulder, head, shoulder. We are trying to form the right shoulder now. The neckline is flat. We have bullish divergence between shoulder and head on all three indicators, or actually on two indicators, on RSI and MACD. But good enough. So for the moment on daily, Ethereum it's a bit stronger. And the inverse head and shoulder pattern is a bit more obvious. That doesn't mean we should reverse here and push higher. No. An inverse head and shoulder is kind of telling us that is a valid pattern until we'll accept below this level. We are not allowed to accept below the low of the left shoulder. So this scenario going down, forming a W here on lower time frame, it's a valid scenario for swing traders. Actually, I'm watching for that scenario. If will form, I'll try to hunt a W here and try to play along. It's a reversal and Ethereum will go to the moon? No. But it's good enough if we'll go in the short reload zone, testing this level, this gap, and I'll manage to enter here. That will be nice for me. Imagine the risk reward could be great. And because the market is boring, well, I'm playing the SFU setups when I manage to get them. And otherwise, I'm waiting for clear, crystal clear setups. I saw yesterday, I saw last week, and 2 weeks ago, and 3 weeks ago, on Discord, a lot of people, well, it's bullish, it's bearish, we'll do this, we'll do that, I'll go long, I'll go short. They are not sharp enough to do that, but they are trying over and over again. People, if you draw the line at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, you are not profitable. Why the fuck you are playing setups without clear advantage in the market? If you see you are scalping on 5-minute chart and you have 2R, it's profitable to take a 2R or below 2R setup on 5-minute chart? Some people will say yes. Some people will say no. I'll tell you what, you are working for the exchange. You'll pay a lot of fees. You'll play 10, 15 setups, 20 setups, and at the end of the day, you'll see that the fees are so big that they took all your profit. As a scalper, you want more than 2R. You want 3R, 4R, 5R. So looking busy, yeah, and taking setups and looking sharp is not the same thing with being profitable. That's why you saw me slowing down as much as possible. Good morning, Andre. So, head, shoulder, potential on Ethereum is looking better than on Bitcoin. So let's follow this one. Okay, we talked about Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's take a look at yes. Well, some people will say, well, we confirmed bullishness here. We accepted above the diamond pattern and will go up. Well, I don't know about that. It's possible, but also remember, it's summertime, people. Big players are slowly getting the fuck out. Actually, they are most out. Most of them, they are out enjoying themselves, seaside, vacations, and so on. And they will be back in September. So when the big players are going in vacations, is exactly like parents going leaving home and letting the kids at home. Yeah, kids have to let parents have to find the house exactly in the same, in the same state when they are coming back. Exactly, or similar will happen with the market. Big players getting the fuck out. Put some limit orders to say, well, this is the top, this is the bottom. Play around here a little bit. When I'm coming back at trading, I want to see the market in the same fucking place. Otherwise, I'll short or I'll long, I'll destroy your positions. So, playing the SFU setups, even in this range, the entire summer is not something bad. Big players are out. Market makers, they need to stay in the market. Yeah, they need to provide liquidity. Liquidity is thin, so they'll need to go and take the highs. They'll need to take the lows and repeat the process over and over again. If you are in Crypto Traders Arena and you know the SFU setup, you should be profitable. You should be patient. You should wait for that setup, be on the same side with the market makers, and make some money. Beginners, they'll lose their short here in this environment. Don't imagine that beginners will lose money in a trend. No, they'll lose money in a small range where they will attempt to see breakouts everywhere. Breakdown, breakout, breakdown, breakout, and they will destroy their portfolio. Extra careful. Don't be part of that community that is destroying the portfolio in a small range. Be part of Crypto Traders Arena that is waiting for the extremes to play some setups. And by the way, people, hit that like. I don't know. I don't see the likes for the moment on YouTube Studio, but I'll take a look later. Okay. So we are in the short reload zone. Watch out for this SFU level. That will be a nice short. If we am out here on daily and 4-hour chart, you see an EM with bearish divergence. Well, not bad. Gold. As I told you multiple times, gold is weak. It's trying to hold 4,000. Let's see if we'll succeed. If not, well, what is the next level? 3,500. Pretty simple. You can see, this is the next support. So if we lose 4,000, we'll go there. For the moment, we are holding 4,000. And hopefully we'll bounce to 4,500. It's so fucking simple. But at the same time, we are in a downtrend here on gold. If we don't succeed, you know where gold will go. Don't believe the gold bugs, like I told you multiple times. Oil is trying to make some W's here and push higher. It's enough? Well, too many gaps here. I think it's better for traders to wait for a proper, to consolidate a little bit more and then take a retest of a W and play a potential long. I still think it's dangerous to play oil because big players are fucking around with oil. And I don't think we have a big advantage with oil. But maybe. Okay, taking a look at Bitcoin dominance. We like it, we don't like it. You see the dumping here on daily. But we are still fighting 60%. Maybe in the summertime we'll go to 55. Maybe we'll go lower. Would be nice. I want to see some shitcoins pumping and me managing to get some risk-free positions on some shitcoins I really want to get risk-free. I'm adding more, I'm putting more money in shitcoins? No. Not the right moment for me. And if you have a cycle, you are more than a cycle in this market, you understand why I don't want to be aggressive on altcoins. Yeah, they're at the bottom. Yeah, they are forming a bottom, but we have time to fuck around with them. I don't think this is the bottom for altcoins, that's for sure. Okay, dominance, Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Well, let's hope that we'll not see an M around here. I'm not predicting, but I could see an M pretty soon. Below 0.03, if we M out, you have a probability to go lower. This scenario, I don't know if the M will be exactly there or will be a bit lower. I don't know that, but that's the scenario I'm waiting for. Pushing a bit higher, everyone saying, well, Ethereum is strong. And actually, you have the first sign that that's probable to happen. Why? Who can tell me why I have a high suspicion that this will M out and will go lower? Anyone looked at the posts on Twitter lately? Anyone knows what I'm trying to say? You saw a specific post from Eric Trump saying that loves that Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin? That's a bad sign, people. That's a bad fucking sign. Lee is crazy, Darren. Don't believe him. He's saying 250k, but for his followers, he predicted below 1,500. For his, I don't know, friends or for his insiders. Yeah, so don't believe that guy. That guy will say anything to make you look in the wrong direction. Yeah, so Lee said in the same time Ethereum to 10,000 and 20,000, and in his letter for his investors, he said below 1,500 in the same fucking month. So he's not stupid. He's just a fucking liar, and that behavior is normal in the stock market, in the traditional market. They are putting the public on the wrong foot. They are putting to look in the wrong direction for them to make money. Yeah, Darren, is not a game. It's a simple game. The game is simple. They are saying up when they want to sell. They are saying down when they want to buy. It's so fucking simple. It's a simple game, and they are repeating that game over and over again. Why? Public has a short memory. That's why the same game is working year after year after year after year. If the public will have a longer memory, that game will not work and they'll have to find something else. But no, they are good with that. They don't change what is working. So Lee is not stupid. Most probably. But Lee definitely is lying to the public. Okay, so I'm expecting an EM soon enough. Maybe not today, maybe not next week, but if we touch 0.03, I think it's doable to have an EM and then dump to new lows. Okay, Ethereum versus Bitcoin. We talked about most of the things. ZEC. Well, I made money with ZEC in this dump. To be honest, I don't want to touch ZEC at the moment. I don't want to play around. Why? Well, I'll show you why I don't want to fuck around with ZEC. Well, let's find a triangle. You want to know why? That's why. I don't want to fuck around. Can you see it? It's kind of obvious. It's a symmetrical, not symmetrical, but you get the idea. It's a triangle. And I don't want to play something like that. I made money. If we'll go and take the highs here, the SFU of this level or SFU of this level, I'm tempted to short. Until then, no. BIT it's the shitcoin I decided to use for showing you how the pump and dumps and how the shitcoins are moving. I told you don't touch this one because the trap will consolidate, go sideways for longer. The best shitcoin ever is doing what the best shitcoins do. Yeah. And I warned you, I said so many fucking times, don't touch this one, it's a trap. Don't touch this one, it's a trap. I'm tired of saying the same shit over and over again, people. I know there are new people in trading, new people in this space, and they don't know. But for me, it's so fucking obvious. Look at it. We opened at $150. Now, no, not coincidence. Yeah? Insiders, when the price is here, they are already in the profit. And then they create hype, a lot of hype, to push it higher. And they sold. They sold. Elon Musk and other investors, they sold like crazy. And then they sold too much, and the price is going back down. They create a little bit more hype, and no, doesn't have a chance. And now we took that low, and guess what? Here, I'm waiting for a W. I'm not touching this one until then. I'm bullish overall on this one. Well, it's possible. I could put 2% of my portfolio in a stock like this, but at the right price and at the right moment, people. Not here and not here. Imagine if I buy, let's say, $50. Let's say that will dump to $50, and it's possible, even probable to go there. If I buy at $50 and it goes to 200, I'm 4 times my money. If you bought at 200, you are just waiting to get break even and get the fuck out. So it's not the same to buy here at 50 or with 200. Well, we'll go up anyway and I'll make money. No. Yeah, I'm $150 in profit and you are barely scratch. If we'll go to $4,400, yeah, you'll double your money. Imagine how much profit I have buying at 50. Let's say we'll go from 200 to 1,000 at some point in time. Yeah? How much more profitable I am than you. So it's not the same, people. If you are a sharp trader or you are inside of Crypto Traders Arena or you know how to play these ones, don't go and buy the top. It's a lot easier for me to buy at 50 or around 50 and hold than you to buy at 200 and hold. So extra careful. Like I said, the best shitcoin, just look at it. This is a classic shitcoin chart. Okay, let's take a look at silver a little bit. Silver is following gold. Yeah, when you see silver outperforming gold, that means the economy is booming, the economy is strong. Do you see silver outperforming gold? No. We had a period of outperforming, but for the moment, no. So, take it with a grain of salt, but you understand what I'm trying to say. That's the overview. I blabbed away for half an hour. Let's take a look at the calendar for this week. Tuesday, core inflation, a Fed speaking. Yeah. Wednesday, PPI and another Fed speaking. Thursday, retail sales, important. And Friday, housing starts, Michigan consumer sentiment. So overall, we have a lot of news. Careful day traders. I'm talking with day traders and scalpers now. A swing trader doesn't really care too much about the news, but a day trader should pay attention to them. A scalper definitely. Depending how sharp you are or how lower is your time frame, you should stay the fuck out 15 minutes, half an hour before the news, 15 minutes, half an hour after the news. Yeah, you should be on the sidelines waiting. You don't want to see slippage. You don't want to risk $1 and with bad slippage to get $5 risk. No? It's possible, so don't fuck around. Don't destroy your portfolio in the news. That being said, let's go on lower time frame. I could start with Bitcoin, but I'll start with Ethereum. Why? Perfect example why we love the Monday range. Yeah, this is the Monday range. We SFU the Monday range. Yeah, if you manage to take that one, you made money. Then we SFU the Monday high. That was last night. I was sleeping like a baby, so I didn't manage to even see that when I saw it in the morning. But look at it. SFU of the Monday high and back in the middle of the range. How many times I told you not to touch it in the middle of the range? Wait for the SFU of the lows or SFU of the highs and then try to find setups. Now we are back in the Monday range, exactly in the middle. Do I recommend you to trade this one? No. It's still a valid Monday range until tomorrow when we'll have the new one. So, if you see the market testing again the high, the SFU of the previous SFU, so if the market will bounce here, you can play a short. If the market will go back down and SFU this low, let's put the levels on the chart. So this level or this level. These are good levels for us to wait to place some setups there. In the middle, just put your hands under your ass and push hard and wait. Yeah? Don't fucking touch the market in the middle of the Monday range. I still see beginners, let's say intermediate traders, that they are really trying to find setups in the middle of the range. It's your money after all, not my problem. I'm not a financial advisor, so it's your responsibility what you do with your own money. I'm not touching the market in the middle of the range, that's for sure. Okay, so this is the perfect example why we love the Monday range. Bitcoin. Bitcoin stayed the entire last week inside of the Monday range. I didn't touch Bitcoin. I took a scalp. If I remember correctly, here. Or here. I don't know exactly. But that's it. Inside of the Monday range, didn't do anything special. Didn't SFU. Close to the SFU? No. Close to this level? No. Now it's back in the middle of the range. I'll touch Bitcoin there? No. I still wait for SFU of this low or SFU of this high. It's so simple, people, for me. And should be simple for you also. Areas. Try to short. Try to long. Stay the fuck out. So simple. Anyway. If the market will accept below this level, then we have the long reload zone, and then we have the higher time frame. You can see the highs are here, 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 and here. Those are levels where I want to pay attention. If it's in the middle of the Monday range, it's a no trading zone for me. I could blob away, I could do something else. I'm not touching the market. Okay, so that's Bitcoin, that's Ethereum on lower time frame. Hype. People, how many times I told you to just leave this shit alone? Yeah, you can day trade if you want. Stefan is sharp enough to do that. Maybe other traders, some gladiators, they all could do that. But overall, look at the range, people. This is a strong coin that is trying to hold the level. I could play something else over and over again without touching this one. If I'll see extremes, if I'll see SFU of the highs, okay, I'll play a short. If I'll see SFU of the lows, okay, I'll play a long. But otherwise, I'm not interested to fuck around with hype. I have invested, let's say, investment in hype at $10, and I was yelling in the same live stream, well, I'm buying hype at $10. It's the best level. Yeah. If you are in hype with me, you're a happy camper. I know Stefan took that $10 idea. Solana. Shitcoin that is not doing anything, and you should not touch, you should not bother with it. That's my opinion about Solana. When things will change, I'll be the first one to tell you, well, Solana looks bullish. But for the moment, no. Yes, on 4-hour chart. Let's zoom in. We are in a short reload zone. We SFU the Monday high. Let's put 1 hour. You will see it better. I told you to pay attention to this one. Remember that we played this setup, or you played this setup. Especially Dalmoody, I remember that he played this one on 5-minute chart and he made nice money. And some of you took the same idea. I put an alarm here. I'm not trading traditional markets, so, well, it wasn't for me. But I put an alarm for VIP. I reposted that alarm on general chat and premium. And look what happened. We SFU'd. We said that we want a close above and a close below. We got that. Dalmoody said about this setup. He took the entry here. Some of you took the better entry on 1-minute chart. And look what happened. News, we dumped, we made money. And then the market reversed. And you know that a stupid trader told you this is probably a dark maul and will go back up. Well, look what happened after that. Let's go back on 1 hour. If you put 4-hour chart, you can see it's not a dark maul, but you get the idea. Reversal. On 1 hour. What we can do now? Well, let's check the location. We are in a short reload zone, which is not valid anymore because we create a new high. So it's not a valid short reload zone. But we are in the middle of the Monday range, which is still valid until tomorrow. Do you want to trade here? No. We have a gap above. If the market will go back up, something like this, people. And keep in mind, take it with a grain of salt, I'm not trading traditional market. But if the market will go to close the gap here, and you see an M around these levels, maybe you can frame a setup there. I don't know. Maybe you can find something. Maybe. Here, middle of the range, don't touch it. You want to play along? Well, if you want to play along, it's pretty simple. You take the high, you take the low, and you put a long reload zone. There you go. And probably you'll see some confluence of the volume and look at the first W, yeah, the neckline of the W. So if you go down in the long reload zone, you can play along. If you go back up in the short reload zone, you can try to find a short on lower time frame. If you SFU the high, definitely a short, no? So simple. Okay. Nasdaq. A bit weaker than ES. Less volatile. Not the best chart. Another chart that is respecting the Monday range really, really well, and I recommended you to backtest and see, and if you are trading traditional market, to include this one in your strategy if you want, is gold and Monday range. Yeah? Let's ignore this trade. This trade is done. Let's ignore the long reload zone because it's not valid anymore. The short reload zone is still valid. But let's take a look at what we have on Monday range. So this is the Monday range. We SFU the high. Look what happened. Straight down. We didn't manage to hold the Monday low. We dumped like crazy. Next week, we formed the Monday range. We SFU the high. We dumped like crazy. SFU the Monday low. Then we bounced back in the middle and then we dumped like crazy. Here, another rejection. Could be a setup. Monday range was formed. We accepted below. We retested as a resistance and we dumped like crazy. Next week, we formed the Monday range. We SFU. We played up, down again here. We SFU the Monday high and we dumped. Another setup or multiple setups this week. Last week, we formed the Monday range. We SFU the Monday low. We made a W. I even mentioned this W. Well, we pumped in the middle of the range and we dumped. Then we took the Monday range, the Monday low, as resistance. And look what happened. Rejection, rejection. So how many setups you can see in the last month on gold? Just playing the Monday fucking range. People, I'm not trading traditional market for the moment. Maybe next year I'll start playing, and gold is definitely one of those that I'm interested to play. Yeah, gold on lower time frame, silver on higher time frame, ES on all the time frames. But for the moment, I'm not playing that. But you can see by yourself how many setups you see only with the Monday range, nothing else. You don't care about anything else. Just Monday range and try to play some SFUs. Yeah, you don't need to take all these trades, half of them. Let's say you took half of these trades and 50% of those are profitable. Did you make money? Yes. It's easy? Yes. Is boring? Also yes. So we'll come back to the same question. You are here to make money or you are here to be right? Beginners don't even understand this question. You are here to make money or you are here to be right? Can you guys still hear me, or I'm speaking by myself? And now you can play the gold on even on crypto exchanges. So you don't tell, well, I cannot go and play that because I don't have access. No, you can go on a shitty exchange and play gold. You can, I think you can even play ES now. So you don't have excuses. If you are here and you are serious and you want to learn and you want to become a good trader, you have Crypto Traders Arena to keep you grounded, to keep you in check. You just need consistency. Yeah? If you are that guy that is giving up, don't even show up. Please go away. I don't want to see you. But if you are consistent and you want to learn and you are serious about making money in the market, it's possible. I never told you or promised you that it's easy to make money in the market, but I told you it's possible. If you are consistent, if you are putting the time and effort to learn. Which makes me remind you about Capo 1. Capo 1 is not a magic thing, people. It's a lot of work. A stupid trader like me will work with you for 4 fucking months. Trying to teach you the process, trying to teach you how to behave in the market. Try to teach you setups. What setup you should use, what the market state is, what the market structure look like, what you should watch. There are a lot of information on the internet, yes. But there are too many and you don't know what is valuable and what is not valuable. You can stay years blabbing away in the internet and not managing to become profitable. That's the power of Capo 1. I have a method, we have a method that is working. I didn't reinvent the wheel and I could teach you what I know. It's so simple. And the same process works on everything else. It's not a process only for trading. No. Treat trading like a business. A business has some models that are working, a process. Some things you need to have, things you need to do. Okay, there are specifics for trading. But you get the idea. Again, if you are a guy that is giving up after 1 month or 2 months, don't join Capo 1. Don't stay in Crypto Traders Arena. Go away. But if you are consistent, join us. Everyone wants to have the results of Stefan. Well, Stefan did this, did that. Yeah. But Stefan also told you how many weekends he was fried working with me. He wasn't able to speak Friday afternoon. He said, I don't want to hear anything until Monday. I'm not able to think anymore. That was the level of consistency on Stefan every fucking week, from Monday to Friday with me. You want Stefan results? Put the Stefan effort. So simple. You cannot show up Monday and Friday and next 2 weeks from time to time and wanting to be like Stefan in 1 year. It's not possible. Put the Stefan effort and you'll have the Stefan results. You want my results? Be consistent like me. You see me day in and day out. It's boring? So what? I'm here. The market is not moving. Well, I'll just say it's not moving, but I'm here scanning the market, waiting until the setup will show up. Even if I'll have to stay 1 month, 3 months, doesn't matter. My job is to stay and hunt. If nothing is to hunt, I'll just wait. So, if you want to join Capo 1 and also you want to use the Stefan code, well, you will get a 5% discount because you are coming from the Stefan side. So, Stefan, please repost your code if you want. You will get a 5% discount because you join us from Stefan. I don't know. I'll let Stefan use tell you about that discount. If you are sharp enough and you want to join directly the Capo at you, well, be my guest. DM Stefan, and if Stefan will accept, you will see you are sharp enough. Okay. There are people that they said, well, Paul, I want to take Capo 1 and I want to take Capo at you in the same time. I don't have a job. I want to learn as fast as possible. You'll allow me, if I see that guy is sharp and knows what he's talking about and he wants to do both of them, okay. But those are exceptions. Okay? The classic way is join Crypto Traders Arena, stay 2 or 3 months or 5 months or how much you want on premium or general, see what we are doing here, and then join Capo 1. Stay 1 year with premium in Capo 1 because it's included anyway, and then do Capo 2. That's the normal way, logical way, made for people that they have a job, they don't have all the time to spend learning. Yeah, exactly. The Stefan the Greedy Goblin grow up and is not a greedy goblin anymore. You remember, Andrei, when I was telling him he's a greedy goblin every week? He was trying to take a trade exactly at the 1 cent. Anyway, people, I don't want to blabber way too much. Gold is good to trade if you want to trade traditional market. I showed you the way. Bitcoin, back at Bitcoin, you can see we have the same levels like last 2 weeks ago. We'll confirm this and we'll dump to the below 60k, possible. Middle of the range is not for us. This is the first level to play a longer potential SFU, long reload zone, and then 57 is the last level we want to hunt an SFU. On the upside, 65,600 and then 67 and something and so on. I'll say it again. My favorite setup for the summer is the SFU setup. Traditional market, crypto market, every market. If I don't have an SFU, most likely you can guess I'm on the sidelines waiting. Okay? And about shitcoins, yes, they could bounce. If you are a swing trader, you can find some W's, but most likely, if you are thinking to invest, they don't have the bottom yet. Most probably. The bottom will come after the bottom on Bitcoin, after the bottom on Ethereum. So, totally up to you. If there's anything else, please type in the chat. If not, let's call it a live stream. And going back on a weekly chart, yeah, going back on this one, I'm putting the, yes, people, because it's weekly crypto review, let me show you again this one. Yes, I still think this will be a good area to watch for a bottom. Yeah? So I still think the bottom will come around here. September, October, November, December. And usually we form kind of a bottom, so-called bottom, and then we get another haircut. So if you see Bitcoin staying here and all of a sudden dumping to 40K, remember, a stupid trader told you about that. Okay. That being said, let's call it a live stream. See you in the New York session most probably, or tomorrow morning with the daily crypto plan, day trading with Stefan, and so on. People, there are still money to be made in the summertime. You just need more patience and to adapt to the market conditions. See you next time, people. Bye bye.